RHONJ Teresa Giudice's plans to meet Joe's new girlfriend. Real Housewives of New Jersey star Teresa Giudice married Luis Ruelas, and to the surprise of just about everyone, Joe Giudice and Luis seem to get along just fine. But will things stay fine when Teresa meets Joe's new girlfriend? And she's determined that it will happen. Does she fear that an outsider might ruin things for their kids, Gia, Gabriella, Melania, and Adriana Giudice? RHONJ Teresa Giudice and Joe were married for decades. When Joe ended up deported to Italy, his wife claimed that there was no way she would move there. Inevitably, they got a divorce. Joe still saw the kids occasionally. However, they see much more of him since he moved to the Bahamas. In fact, when he announced his new business with luxury yachting, the kids were with him. Although the Real Housewives of New Jersey couple were married for years, they kept things friendly after the divorce. Of course, it helps Teresa Giudice a lot that her new husband, Luis Ruelas, seems to get along nicely with Joe. Don't be confused though. He and Joe Gorga feuded for ages. In fact, Teresa's previous husband seems to be grateful that Luis has always been so friendly towards him. But will his ex-wife be friendly towards his new girlfriend? Will Luis be a peacemaker on that issue? Teresa Giudice and the kids will see Joe's new girlfriend. At one stage, Joe was dating a lawyer from the Bahamas. It's not clear if they are still together, or if he found a newer person to date. Anyway, US Weekly spoke with his ex-wife, and the RHONJ star said that she plans to meet Joe's new girl over the new year. In fact, it sounds like it will be one big happy family event, as Luis is going as well. Apparently, the decision came when the Real Housewives of New Jersey star asked the kids if they wanted to be with their dad or not. They suggested they might do Thanksgiving with their father. But it was Luis who suggested that they all go and spend time with Joe. Certainly, it seems as if Teresa Giudice has an understanding husband. As for the girlfriend, Joe's ex said, "Listen, I've known Joe my whole life. We grew up together. I wish him well. I'm going to meet his girlfriend." Teresa Giudice, the undisputed queen of drama from the Real Housewives of New Jersey, is known for her fiery temper, glamorous lifestyle, and unpredictable reactions. When news broke that she was planning to meet her ex-husband Joe Giudice's new girlfriend, fans were already bracing for a clash of titans. What could possibly go wrong when Teresa, the matriarch of New Jersey reality TV, comes face to face with the woman who now holds Joe's heart? Buckle up, because this meeting promises to be a whirlwind of emotions, unfiltered honesty, and a dash of Teresa's signature table-flipping energy. It all began when Gia Giudice, Teresa and Joe's eldest daughter, casually mentioned her dad's new relationship during a family dinner. "Nana's been cooking with her a lot," Gia said, trying to sound nonchalant, but the glint in her eyes suggested she knew exactly what she was stirring up. Teresa's fork froze mid-air as she locked eyes with her daughter. Wait, Nana's met her? And I haven't?" Teresa's voice rose with each syllable, her Jersey accent sharpening like a blade. "Well, Dad wanted to wait until the time was right," Gia replied cautiously. "And you're kind of a lot sometimes, Mom." The room fell silent as Teresa processed the comment. She finally let out a laugh, the kind that sent chills down spines. "A lot? Me, Gia, I'm not a lot. I'm just enough." But the wheels in her head were already turning. If Joe's new girlfriend was cozying up to his mom, it was time for Teresa to step in. No woman was going to out-mama Teresa Giudice. The days leading up to the meeting were a roller coaster of preparation and paranoia. Teresa confided in her brother, Joe Gorga, over espresso martinis. "She better not try to replace me, Joe. I'm the mother of his children. I was his ride or die for 20 years. Who does she think she is?" Joe Gorga, always the peacemaker when it came to his sister's theatrics, tried to reassure her. Just be yourself, but like the nice version of yourself. You don't want to scare her off." "Nice," Teresa scoffed. "I'm always nice. Until I'm not." On the day of the meeting, Teresa chose her armor carefully. A curve-hugging Dolce & Gabbana dress, sky-high Louboutins, and just the right amount of diamonds to remind everyone that she's still the reigning queen of the Jersey scene. Her hair was styled in loose waves, her makeup flawless. If Joe's new girlfriend thought she could hold a candle to Teresa, she had another thing coming. Sophia extended a hand, her smile warm and genuine. It's so nice to finally meet you, Teresa. Joe's told me so much about you. Teresa eyed the outstretched hand for a beat too long before shaking it. I'm sure he has, she said, her smile not quite reaching her eyes. He wouldn't be the man he is today without me. Sophia's smile faltered for a fraction of a second, but she recovered quickly. You're absolutely right. He speaks so highly of you and the family you've built together. The conversation that followed was a delicate dance of veiled compliments and subtle digs. Teresa probed Sophia about her background, her intentions, and her ability to handle Joe's larger-than-life personality. Sophia, to her credit, handled the interrogation with poise, even managing to crack a few jokes that made Joe laugh. That, of course, only fueled Teresa's determination to maintain the upper hand. Midway through the meal, Teresa decided to test Sophia's mettle. So Sophia, have you ever been to Italy? She asked, her tone deceptively casual. Joe and I used to go all the time. It's where his family's from, you know. It's a big part of who he is. Sophia nodded, unfazed. Actually, yes. Joe and I went last summer. We even visited his family's hometown. It was beautiful. Teresa's smile tightened. Did you now? Well, I hope you didn't eat too much pasta. Joe has a tendency to let himself go if you're not careful. Joe groaned. Come on, Tre. Don't start. Sophia laughed, diffusing the tension. Oh, I don't mind. Joe's perfect just the way he is. As the evening wore on, Teresa's initial wariness began to soften. While she'd never admitted out loud, she could see why Joe was drawn to Sophia. The woman was confident, kind, and seemed genuinely invested in Joe's happiness. But Teresa wasn't ready to hand over her crown just yet. Before the night ended, Teresa leaned in close to Sophia, her tone serious. Listen, Sophia, I'm glad Joe's found someone who makes him happy. But let me make one thing clear. My family is everything to me. If you ever hurt him or my girls, you'll have to answer to me, capis? Sophia met Teresa's gaze without flinching. I wouldn't expect anything less. Joe sighed in relief as the two women exchanged a tentative smile. It wasn't exactly a friendship, but it was a start. As they left the restaurant, Teresa turned to Joe and whispered, she's okay, but she'll never be me. Joe just shook his head and laughed. Some things never change, and for Teresa Giudice, that's exactly how she likes it.